Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Chris on the Course. My name is Christian Askins and I'm one of the PGA professionals here at Rada Golf Club. I'm also in charge of the golf operations at the club and I'm a level 2 R&A referee. Today we've got a winter special. It's a particularly nice day, doesn't seem particularly wintry, but as you all know, we've had a little bit of wintry weather recently, so Winter Rules is now on. What we're going to cover today then is an embedded ball. This doesn't have to be just a winter rule anymore. In the rules of golf, this is an all year round thing. I'm going to show you how to take relief from an embedded ball and scenarios that you're not allowed to take a drop for an embedded ball. The other thing that we're going to look at as well is preferred lies and make sure you're doing the correct procedure for that. So to start with, we're going to look at an embedded ball. So what is an embedded ball? An embedded ball is anywhere in the general area you are able to take relief, as long as the ball breaks the surface of the ground. So it's going to break the mud. It's not allowed just to be, it's not good enough just to be in the grass, buried down. It's got to be breaking the surface of the ground. You're allowed to check that as long as you're pretty certain that that is the case. If you're not pretty certain that's the case, you're not allowed to check it. On this occasion, I've already checked it. I've marked the ball beforehand. I've checked, yes, it's broken the surface. I am then allowed a 1 club length drop no nearer the hole. I've marked out this area to give us my 1 club length semicircle, as we've done in previous weeks. I've marked it, I pick it up, I can clean it, and then I take my knee height drop. That ball's now in play. So scenarios that I'm not allowed to take a drop for an embedded ball. So if you're in the general area of the course, you're not allowed to take a drop from an embedded ball. If you're in sand, your ball is embedded in sand, and it is not fairway height or less. The other thing that you can't do is take a drop for an embedded ball where it would be unreasonable that you'd be able to make a swing at the ball, or it'd be unreasonable that you'd be able to play it. So I've got an example of that over here for you. Come on over. So hopefully you don't find yourself in this situation very often, but in the unlikely event that you've hit it into a very awkward spot that you wouldn't be able to make a swing at the ball, and it embeds, you are unable to take a drop for that. If under free relief, you would have to take an unplayable drop, which would be for penalty. So that's an example of that. If you could prove that you were able to make a swing at it, then you are entitled to that free drop. The last thing that we're going to cover then is going to be preferred lies and making sure that you get this right for the winter ahead. Come on over, come on over. What a lovely day at Rada Golf Club. Okay, so I find my ball on the second hole and it's on the fairway. I know you're surprised as me. My ball is on the fairway, so I'm allowed to take now I'm allowed to prefer my lie. I'm allowed to prefer my lie not just on the fairway, but I'm also allowed to prefer my lie anywhere in the general area that is fairway length or less. So that also includes areas in the rough where there are paths, things like that, where it's fairway length or less. How you do this is important. You must mark your ball. If you do not mark your ball, that's a 1-shot penalty. When you mark your ball, you mark it as I've sort of shown you just there. You are then allowed 1 scorecard length semicircle no nearer the hole. I've got this area out already. I've marked it. I'm able to pick it up. I'm able to clean it, and then I can place it anywhere within that little area that I've created. But once I place this ball down, that ball is in play. So if you were to pick that ball up again and give yourself another go at placing it, that is not allowed, and again that's a 1-shot penalty. Okay, so that is winter rules. Hopefully you won't find yourselves in too many embedded ball situations this winter, but you might want to make use of preferring your lie once you find those fairways. That's all for this week on this week's Chris on the Course. I'll see you next time.